What's up, guys? Today AI is putting me through an anime power challenge. Here's the deal. It's going to give me two anime characters, and I have to decide which one is stronger. We've got 10 rounds, and each one gets tougher. So don't just watch, play along with me and test your knowledge too. And don't forget to like the video. Now let's jump right into it. So the first question the AI asked me was, Saitama versus Usopp. Like, what kind of question is that? I mean, sure, the first ones are supposed to be easy, but I didn't expect this easy. Obviously, Saitama is millions of times stronger than Usopp and would crush him without breaking a sweat. I seriously hope none of you write Usopp in the comments. I'm choosing Saitama. Apparently, we can't see whether our answer is right or wrong just yet. We have to finish all 10 questions first before we can see the results. So let's keep going and see what's next. For the second question, the AI asked me, Goku or Eren Yeager? Well, this one isn't really that exciting. Eren Yeager does have some impressive powers, but they're limited to the world of Attack on Titan. He doesn't really stand a chance against Goku, since Goku fights on a cosmic scale. That was an easy one. Let's move on to the next question. Question 3. Tanjiro versus Madara. Well, Tanjiro is a skilled swordsman. I honestly really like him because of his fighting spirit and refusal to give up, but he's still at a human level, and against someone like Madara, who has powers like access to the Rinnegan, Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and the Sage of Six Paths Aura, fighting on a cosmic scale, he truly can't stand a chance. My pick here would be Madara. Now we move on to the next question. They finally asked me this one. Saitama versus Gojo Satoru. This question might be a bit more challenging than the earlier ones. Saitama with his absolute power versus the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer, Gojo Satoru. In any case, my pick here is Saitama. If I were to fully explain my reasoning, it would take a long time, but I'll make a separate video later and prepare an analysis of the battle between these two powerful and beloved characters. So yeah, I'm going with Saitama, although I'm not sure if the AI agrees with me or not. Next question, Meruem versus Escanor. It's getting more exciting and tougher step by step. Let me think about this one for a moment. Meruem is the strongest being in Hunter x Hunter, with incredible intelligence and endurance. But against Escanor, especially if it's noon and Escanor reaches his peak power, Meruem would have to retreat. This battle really depends on the timing. If it's not noon, maybe Meruem could win. But I've made my choice, and my choice is Escanor. Next question, Kenpachi Zaraki versus Ainz O'Algaon, a warrior versus a sorcerer. I think the answer really depends on the circumstances. Ainz has complete mastery over magic and a high strategic intellect, but he's physically weak. On the other hand, Zaraki has immense physical strength, endurance, and spiritual pressure, Reiatsu. It all comes down to whether the fight is close range or long range, and whether Ainz gets the chance to use his magic. I have to choose one. Zaraki, when he unleashes his spiritual power, can resist various techniques, so I'm going with Zaraki. Let me know your thoughts too. We'll see the final result at the end of the video. Next question, Shigeo Kageyama versus Tetsuo Shima. I wasn't expecting a question like this. Honestly, I don't know what to say or who to choose. Should I go with Akira, who nearly reached cosmic level power, or Mob with his incredible psychic abilities and control? My mind says Mob, but my heart says Tetsuo. I'll trust my heart. I think since Tetsuo reached cosmic power, he could defeat Mob. Next question, Sosuke Aizen versus Madara Uchiha. This one's really tough. I honestly don't know what to say. Infinite Chakra and the Eternity of Susanoo versus Absolute Hypnosis and Reiatsu. I can't even imagine what would happen if these two faced off. Since nothing comes to mind, I'll go with Sosuke based on instinct. I'm curious to see which one the AI thinks is stronger. Next question, Naruto in Baryon mode versus Medaka Kurokami. Wow, Medaka. You might not have even heard of her and think, who's that? Naruto in Baryon mode would definitely beat her. But that's not the case. Answering whether I know Medaka is easy. She's a character who can copy her opponent's powers and even enhance them. So chances are, Medaka would win this fight. If you're curious to learn more about her, definitely check out her manga. Last question, Ichigo versus Altair. Haha, the AI is trying to mislead me by deliberately using characters that aren't very well known. But someone like me, who loves anime, knows Altair and understands that she uses metafictional powers. Altair has the ability to change reality, rewrite the laws of the world, and copy the powers of others. Without a doubt, I choose her. She wins. Well, let's see if I answered the questions correctly or not. The first question, as I said, was really easy, and Saitama wins. The second question was also simple. It's clear that Eren Yeager can't stand a chance against Goku and would lose. The third question was Tanjiro versus Madara, and well, since Tanjiro's power is on a human level, he would lose against Madara. The fourth question was Saitama versus Gojo, and as I said, Saitama wins. The reason the AI mentioned was that Saitama's powers are infinite, but that's not the full explanation. I'll explain it completely in another video. The fifth question was Escanor, and I chose him. As I said, once noon comes, his power surpasses Meruem's. The sixth question was where the AI misunderstood my answer. It thought Ainz could defeat Kenpachi due to his magical powers. It was a tough choice. Anyone can have their own opinion. The seventh question was Tetsuo versus Mob. I didn't think I was wrong here. The AI said Mob could surpass Tetsuo thanks to his psychic control. That's not incorrect, but Tetsuo was close to reaching cosmic-level power. What do you think? The eighth question was Madara versus Sosuke. I answered this one wrong. Honestly, I had a feeling Madara was stronger. If I could go back, I'd pick Madara. The ninth question I answered correctly. Medaka versus Naruto. Anyone who knows Medaka knows she wins. And the last question was Ichigo versus Altair. Just like the previous one, if you know Altair, you know she's stronger, and I answered this one correctly. I managed to answer 70% of the questions correctly. How about you? I hope you enjoyed this video. Love you all. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're going to have an amazing time together. See you in the next video. Bye!